I hurt myself today to see if I still feel.
Hey everybody, welcome to Wright at the Movies. If you're looking for reviews on movies, you've come to the right place. Today I'm talking about Logan. Hey, do you guys remember the X-Men? I know it's been a little while, but they made a new movie, and you should check it out. We wouldn't have superhero movies today if it wasn't for the X-Men, and I think that's pretty cool to think about. We've had some great moments with them, and we've had some god-awful, terrible moments with them. Just the worst. There's been some really cool moments, some really cool character stuff, and some standout performances that are gonna last the test of time, like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and Patrick Stewart as Professor X. And with this movie, we get one last ride with these fan favorite characters in a movie about regret and death and moving on and the past and the future and depression. And that's huge.
Logan, what did you do?
Charles, the world is not the same as it was.
So Logan is loosely based on the comic book Old Man Logan. I say loosely because other than him being old and him being named Logan, there's not a lot of similarities here, but it still takes that kind of an inspiration. Most of the mutants are now dead, unfortunately, except for Logan, who's now old and sore and tired, and Professor X, who's even older and even more sore and even more tired. These are not the X-Men anymore. They're broken. They're beaten. These are just two beings trying to live to see tomorrow.
I hurt myself today. I focus on the pain.
Professor X is slowly losing his memory and losing control of his power, and Logan is dying because of his superpowers, becoming poisonous. They're not doing so hot. These are not the cartoons you used to watch growing up, and these are not the comic books. This is something different. And rather than using that as some kind of edgy way to make them cool or relevant again, this is just a character study and seeing these characters at their lowest level. And one day on this worldwide misery tour, they actually bump into a new mutant, this little girl. And I don't want to spoil the movie and I don't want to spoil what her deal is, but let's just say she has mutant abilities and they're very familiar.
Go get it.
She's got a mission for them, and it involves going cross-country, and it involves avoiding a lot of bad guys and a lot of bad situations, and they're still trying to be heroes, even though they're out of energy, and out of time, and out of everything. They're trying their absolute hardest to be their best selves. All you need to know is it's R-rated, it's serious, it respects the source material, and it respects the audience. Logan is the kind of movie that reminds me why I love superheroes, why I love these huge characters, and why I love heartfelt cinema. This is a real movie. Sure, it still has superpowers, and sure, it still has robot hands and mind control and metal claws, but it's one of the most human stories about a comic book character I think I've ever seen. They go on a road trip, they meet some new people, they learn things about themselves, and they save the day. It's a Western. In the purest, broadest way possible, Logan is a Western.
I will let you down.
Hugh Jackman is an actor who really embodies the characters that he plays, and that's so amazing to see on screen. I mean, this is a character that he's played for over 17 years. That's a legacy. And if this really is his last turn as Wolverine, he's really gonna be missed. I mean, in the time that we've had him as Wolverine, we've gone through 3 Spider-Men. That's crazy in and of itself. And the same goes for Patrick Stewart. He is a real actor. You know, 100%, and he's playing a superhero. He's not too pompous, he's not too full of himself in order to see that these are still important characters to people with important stories to tell. And even the young girl, Daphne Keane, I was blown away with her performance. She is so great in this movie.
Hey, come on. Not okay.
I mean, this movie talks about depression, it talks about regret, it talks about death, it talks about family, hell, it even talks a little bit about politics. And that's all thanks to Deadpool. believe it or not. Deadpool was a huge surprise, and honestly, a lot of that was by accident, but it did make a huge change in how Fox is thinking of making X-Men movies and making superhero movies in general. A smaller budget, a stronger focus on characters means that we can get stuff like this now. And as I said, there's tons of bad language and really over-the-top action, but that's really not the point. But it is still pretty awesome.
No. No. No.
We've grown up watching these characters, and to see them like this feels kind of like a grand finale. And it almost feels like they've grown up a little bit too with us. It's not afraid to do some new stuff. It's not afraid to try some new stuff. Maybe not everything's perfect, no movie's perfect, but I really, really, really respect it for trying something new, something different, something risky, something beautiful. It really left me thinking on what I want in my superhero movies and what I want in my movies in general. You know, there's no giant robot fight at the end, there's no post-credits scene, there's no little references and hints to stupid stuff. It's just telling its story and respecting its characters, and that's so refreshing. Yeah, sure, you've probably heard my rants about superheroes always being dark and gritty nowadays, and I am getting a little bit sick of that, but if it fits the story and if it fits the character, I'm all for it, and this time it definitely did. Logan is a great movie, and I highly recommend it. I'm gonna give Logan 2 thumbs up. Did you see Logan? What did you think? Comment down below. Thanks for watching Right at the Movies. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can check out some more reviews right here.